Hey right guys, Trish Munch's Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 8 of the Vampire Diaries season 3. Last episode we obviously had all the dead coming back. We had Mason leading Damon into, I thought it was going to be like a trap of some kind, but he actually seemed pretty forgiving and helped him figure out something that Alaric said he had no idea what it is, which was the best ending ever. And then we had Stefan with Lexi coming back and her trying to, help, not having enough time to do so, but I feel like we kind of have a plan or a way to go about it. So it's like you can, I don't know. Alina's not a vampire, so she can't like do the thing Lexi was doing, but there is a way to kind of force him to get back to where he was. So I'm assuming that's the path they're going to try and take now with Damon and Elena, but we'll see. But then we have the thing in the tomb, so I don't know what that's about. And who else came back? There was Anna, Jeremy, Bonnie, all that stuff. So yeah, it was a good episode. I'm glad that story seems to have kind of wrapped up now. I think it's starting to go on a little bit. Like the best parts of this season so far have been, like I say, Stefan, Klaus, Rebecca, and Damon, and Lorik's like friendship as well. So that stuff I think has been the best. The ghost stuff I think for me has been like the weakest part of this season, but even that was still decent. I don't think that was bad or anything like that. Just if I had to pick a weakest part of the season, it would be the ghost stuff. I think that's maybe more of a bias as well, because I typically don't like when shows just bring back dead characters. I like when a show, when they kill them off, they're dead, unless maybe like the odd exception where it can kind of work here and there. But to be fair to the Vampire Diaries, I know it's like supernatural anyway, so it makes sense. It's more bullshit when it's like other TV shows. It's like, oh, I'm like back and it's nothing to do with supernatural, it's just luck. And it was only the one episode, apart from Anna. It was only the one episode where they came back for it, so I didn't mind it too much. But yeah, episode 8 there, guys. If you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And if you do want the early and uncut reactions to the Vampire Diaries, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description. And one of the comments down below, I've not started season 3 on YouTube yet, and people are getting agitated. It's been 2 weeks without Vampire Diaries, and they're like, where is it gone? But I'm literally trying to get Patreon to episode 10 before I start on YouTube there, so one more week and we'll be there. But yeah, let's do this.
Found something. What is it?
I have no idea. Best line delivery ever. I do like the Elena, Alaric, Damon trio this season. I like Stefan's not getting in the way of them. Nice. Nice.
Scaredy cat. Well, this is as far as I get to go.
On this set. It's not a real cave, guys.
As far as I can tell, it's a story. In simple archaeological terms, it's a...
Well, they have spears, so it's olden times. Yeah, cool. I could be a historian.
Viking script.
Viking times, Jesus.
Here, when translated, reads... Niklaus.
Oh.
Elijah.
That's the originals then. Rebecca.
Rebecca.
They've been around since Viking times. Jesus. Seen a lot of change. I mean, to be fair, a lot of them have been dead for a long time, so Klaus is the one who's seen it all.
That is why we stick together as one, always and forever. Right, traitor?
Yeah, well, he's going to kill you in quite a few centuries. You got a while, but...
The blades to the men, little sister.
Rebecca.
It's just a little blood. Be a man
Rebecca!
about it.
I like Rebecca. I know I've said that like every episode she's been in. I knew I'd like her before she even came into it, again, basing off the originals.
I now like to call him Papa Original.
Oh, did I know that? I feel like I knew that, but I didn't know that until it's just unlocked my memory of knowing that. Did they mention anything about that in the original? I feel like I knew that, but I haven't even like remembered till like he just said it. Yeah, so Michael's their dad. Who's everyone's favourite original? Because I feel like Rebecca's great, but then Elijah's great, but then Klaus is really good as well. It's hard.
I was hoping we could talk.
Why did I not like the originals?
Don't worry,
I'm actually excited to get back into that and give it another chance.
Well, then maybe I'll ask Michael when we wake him.
Wrecked. He's already awake, technically, so...
You're bluffing. You don't know where he is. No one does. So then who's rotting in that old cemetery in Charlotte? If you wake Michael...
Oh. And keep in mind, Michael said he's a vampire hunter, not just an original hunter, so he'll probably kill Stefan and Damon as well, no? I love Viking times, I don't know why. I just love it, it's so good.
Oh, look, sister's arrived.
The filter is disgusting, though. I don't know what filter they've used here, but...
Elijah.
It's that classic TV show flashback filter that every show uses. Yeah, nice.
I've come to laugh at you.
Relax, Michael. Nicholas means well.
I recognise her. What's she on?
That's precisely my problem. Why don't you teach me that trick, young warrior?
Young warrior.
Father, we were just having fun.
Oh, Klaus is getting bullied and it's sad. Fucking calm down. Mark's in one, Marty.
Oh, foolish and impulsive, my boy.
Little, what the fuck? Fucking calm down. What a Marty prick.
It's a miracle you're still alive.
My guy was just playing around with his bro and his dad had a salty about it. Surely it takes skill to actually cut someone's belt and nothing else. Surely that's a skillful thing to do, no? I love when Alaric goes full historian mode. Well, that's got to be werewolf. It has the sun and the teeth. Oh no, yeah, the teeth will be vampire. And the sun is, they die. Okay, yeah. The moon. The moon and the sun.
Pasty and pouty.
You'll have to get over it.
Oh, first.
Call me later.
Fair play, Elena. Hey, Alaric's proud. Like a proud dad.
She's a 1,000-year-old vampire who's joined the cheerleading squad. There's a whole different set of rules in play here, Rick. I got this.
Elena, you always think you've got this though, and you very rarely do. I will say that for a fact. Even fans of Elena have to admit that, surely.
We should all listen to Elena, right? I mean, her plans always work out so well, don't they?
I mean, that's literally what I just said.
Hey, Ben, Steph.
I bet he stinks.
Screw this Lexi plan.
Great.
I think we could both use a drink.
Why? What the fuck? Oh, it's Damon. It's Damon. He does what he wants. Elena's going to be pissed. Maybe Damon knows that it will take literal centuries and he just can't be arsed with it.
You compelled your own private runway show? I need a homecoming dress.
Of course.
So what do you think? Pick one. I'm not here to help you shop.
Why? It's Rebecca!
Go away. Remember nothing.
You didn't compel them all, do it? Well, you looked into all their eyes when you said that? How many eyes do you have? This is an original, I bet you could just whisper into the air and it
You
works.
do not threaten me. You will learn what I allow you to learn. Is that clear?
Very nice threat, Rebecca, but she's learned things that you didn't allow her to learn already, so your threat is worthless. You learn what it was like, okay, what, Michael?
I'm sorry the place is such a mess. I'm obsessed.
I actually like the apartment on ours.
Brought
It's
you the
pretty
necklace,
decent.
wouldn't I?
So I've been staring at this image all day, wondering why it looked so familiar. I was right.
The little whoosh. Riverdale would do that sound effect all the time. I remember we counted once, it was like 25 times in an ep or something. Riverdale's actually been renewed for its final season. I'm shocked.
You make it sound so normal. It was.
Send us into a flashback, Rebecca. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it!
Once a month, our family was treated. We'd return home.
That's how old that necklace is as well, Dave.
One full moon, Klaus and my youngest brother.
Oh,
Henrik
shit.
went out to watch the
He's
men
got
turn into
shredded.
beasts.
We must save him.
Save him? I'm doing good luck.
Your boy is gone.
Think you're going to piss your dad off more with that one.
Hello? Damon, where are
Just
you?
so you know, set Stefan free.
Yes, I'm fine. But I can't talk right now.
I'll be at the bar.
There you go.
That's Stefan.
Oh, God.
How could you let him out?
I've got this, Elena.
Maybe he does actually have a plan. There's no way no one's seen that. No one's... I mean, he is covering up, I guess. I love the, like, generic Texas bar music. He's actually pretty good at that.
existence. It's precision born out of tragic boredom.
I love how emo he sounds all the time, but it's Stefan, so it just works.
Who am I to judge?
Mm.
Drink up, brother.
I like it. He's too bonding.
Honestly, I don't get you two as a couple.
Why would you? You don't know anything about who he really is.
He's been Ripper Stefan longer than he's been good Stefan. Let's keep that in mind.
I'm just gonna go.
You haven't even heard half the story.
Ah,
And you're
yes.
not going to
Is it
tell
20
it.
minutes up as well?
You're
Yep,
just
20
bored
minutes
and
in,
looking
so
for someone to
literally
push around.
halfway through the story.
The necklace wasn't Stefan's to give.
Oh, you're so smart, Elena. Yeah, well done.
She's the one who turned us into vampires.
Please, Diana, I implore you.
Yeah, how do you create a vampire when none existed yet?
Can help us find a way to protect our children.
Yeah, they're so protective.
Thirsty, do you want a drink? Why stay? If they were so afraid of the werewolves, why not leave?
You could just leave back in
Pride.
Viking times. I'm proud.
My
You-
father
you
didn't
could,
want
but-
to run anymore. He wanted to fight.
You literally have
Be
to build up your
superior
whole
to the
camp
wolves.
again.
It is in your hands alone, my love.
What's she bloody
Her
do?
hands. How could she do anything? Because my mother was also a witch.
Oh, how convenient.
The original witch.
The original witch. What? I think she's like the only white witch as well. I think she is, so how does that even what? Sure, she's the original witch because she's so just so convenient.
But her swine laced with blood.
You got played.
And then he drove his sword through our hearts.
Ah, well that's unfortunate. Also with these shows and like having like the worst dads ever, unless you called This Is Us. Not Rebecca. He literally killed all his own children. It didn't seem that hard to make an original then really. They went to a tree, went blah blah blah, did all that, and then just like fed them blood and killed them.
The sun became our enemy. It kept us indoors for weeks.
That's so shit. You don't have much shading as well.
And though my mother found a solution,
I just found they got the ring solution. To be fair, I guess we don't really need to delve
there were
into
other
all of this.
problems.
I like detail on these things, but I guess we don't need it. Bavane.
Flowers at the base of the white oak burned.
Yeah, there's quite a few weaknesses to be fair when you compact them all. Sun, can't enter houses. Bavane. And everyone hates you. Oh, you burned the... Jesus. Oh, that's the ash for the dagger. So I guess they're just killing their entire clan now. Got through that, I guess, how vampires were created. I could have done with a bit more detail on it, but I get it at the same time. I don't know what Damon's plan is here.
Time to fess up. What's the point of the jailbreak?
Thought you could use a hug, Stefan.
He can't be killed.
Maybe I can help with that.
Oh, his mic would just rolled on up. Yep. How did Damon call him here?
Salvatore boys.
I can't tell if this was part of the plan. Because it was just perfect timing, by the way.
But Michael's greatest weakness as a human was his pride. As a vampire, that was magnified.
Ah, yeah.
He went on a rampage and killed half the village.
Oh, well, that's nice. Okay.
Michael
Well done,
killed your
Mom.
mother. He tore it from her chest as Nick watched.
Jesus, no wonder fucking Klaus is so traumatized and fucked up. Even Stefan and Damon's dad wasn't this bad.
I'm sorry she turned her back on you. I will never do that.
It's kind of actually so shitty that Klaus killed Rebecca because it seemed like she stuck
Nor
with
will
him
I.
this entire time. Yes, Elijah, King. I miss Elijah, bro.
Always and forever.
Yeah, so what went wrong here? I guess Klaus just got too big for his boots and he had, oh, you know, I'm going to kill Rebecca. Those three are just the best characters, aren't they? Yeah, and Damon. I'll give the show that. They've nailed those three as characters. It's good.
He's my brother,
Yeah, but
and I'm immortal.
he had you dead for like 80 years. Oh, Elena's going to feel bad for her. I saw that Elena look.
Do what you need. Wake Michael at your own peril.
He's already awake,
no
Rebecca.
mistake.
It's unfortunate for
If
you.
you
But...
come after my brother, I will rip you apart.
She's already said she's coming for your brother, though.
This game of 20 questions isn't your secret weapon.
You see, Damon, I've been a vampire.
Oh, he's on the
hunter
hand on the
longer than
shoulder.
you've been alive.
Wow.
Stefan, one move, and his heart's gone.
Jesus.
Where is Klaus?
Oh, he's using Damon to get through to him, maybe.
His link to Klaus is so strong that he would let his own brother die.
Oh, this is the part. You
So
trying to
I
say
think
something?
Wait.
Gee, he did Dory Twist, no?
I can bring him back. I can lure Klaus back to Mystic Falls.
Oh, Michael got through to him. I know it was with Damon. He literally pushed his hand through his stomach. I know we've seen it before, but the idea of just grabbing his heart.
And I will gladly drive a stake through his heart. Fail. I'll drive it through you.
Oh, if Stefan fails to bring Klaus back. I thought he meant if he failed to kill Klaus, he'd kill Stefan. I was like, what? Why?
That's the white oak tree that was used in the spell to create the vampire.
Well done. You got the most
Means-
obvious one, Elena.
What we're not sure about is this.
We've got the witch symbol.
It's a bird.
It looks like a bleeding heart.
There's clearly a
Upside down
bird.
figures usually signify death.
It's a flying bird who's dead then. I can literally tell you that a lot, God.
No,
Because... Well, it's the sun and the moon, so hybrid, no?
Oh my god.
Hybrid!
Rebecca doesn't know the real story.
She doesn't know the real story. It's the sun and the moon. They were the symbols for that.
I told you to leave. Twice.
How do you know that Michael
She
killed your mother?
gets back in here quick, doesn't she?
Nick was there. He told me.
Oh, so Klaus killed her.
This is the symbol for hybrid. It's the combination
Yes!
of the werewolf and the vampire symbol.
Oh, that was... Yeah, smashed
This
it.
is the one of your mother.
I didn't really
this is
solve
the story
anything,
of
I
your
just... Yeah. Alive, hybrid,
The hybrid
Dead.
killed the original witch.
yes.
No.
Well, yes, Rebecca.
No, he wouldn't. You put the curse
He
on
would
him.
though, because he
Made it so
lit.
would be-
Oh, Rebecca's just getting shat on.
Stupid people who had no idea who my family was!
Klaus
Why
did
are
him
you so upset?
Why are you doing this to me?
Rebecca could snap your neck, Elena. By the way, yeah, not smart, Elena, but maybe a bit smart. It's like you don't know Rebecca, she literally rip your head off. She probably doesn't because Klaus has told her not to, and because she knows she's right. Why do I feel like she still won't want Klaus dead though?
And when we kill Klaus, I'll be free. Free to leave.
Right. Okay.
I didn't do this for you, Damon.
Yeah.
I did it for myself.
Of course. Yeah.
Sure stuff.
Sure.
Because you're in this mess with Klaus because you saved my life. Because I owe you.
Oh. Okay.
Your humanity's showing.
Oh, yeah, fairs. And he didn't turn off his emotions, so that comeback doesn't really work, Stefan. Jesus! Oh, Stefan, you just got bullied. Maybe Damon was more angry.
He's an even bigger dick than ever. It's just now he's a dick that's on our side.
I'm not mad.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little
Go to
bit.
bed.
No, I think Michael's life was a stake. Because he mentioned something.
I think I got Rebecca on our side too.
Really?
Maybe. I don't know about that
What'd you learn
one.
from her.
There's nothing more important than the bond of family.
You should tell that to my brother.
Shut these two out, bro.
I think that you're gonna be the one to save him from himself.
Oh, you already kind of did that, starting to do that.
It won't be because he loves me, because he loves you.
Yes, I love that. I love that bringing Stefan out because of his bond with Damon instead of his love for Elena. That's so good. Good scene. Damn. Good final scene. Again, I don't fully ship Damon and Elena. I think they do have cute moments. That bit was kind of cute. But I like. It's more because I like the idea of it being Damon to be the one to get back in touch with Stefan's emotions. Because the obvious choice is Elena. Like, obviously, oh yeah, his love for Elena is so strong, like it's brought him back and she's fought to have him back. But, I mean, you could even tell from this episode when Michael was about to kill Damon, it's because of his brotherly bond with Damon. That's going to be the thing that, and I hope it is actually the thing that stops him from, going fully to the dark side, I guess. But yeah, this is a really, really good episode, actually. I think not as strong as, which episode was it? The Homecoming, I think it was episode 6. No, it wasn't episode 6, maybe it was episode 5. Yeah, episode 5. Not as good as episode 5, but this might be my second favourite of the season. Every time it's talking about the originals. And this is why I'm so confused when I react to the originals. What about it did I not like? I don't understand. It. Granted, I hadn't reacted to the Vampire Diaries. Like I say, I had seen like parts of the Vampire Diaries throughout like 10 years before or whatever. But maybe that's why. But then, again, I don't know because... Yeah, I'm excited to actually get back and give the originals another shot. Again, I only did like, I think 11 episodes or something, so I wasn't super deep into the show. I'll probably go back to episode 1 and just do those 11 again, because it has been, what was that, 2018 to 1920, it would have been about 5 years by the time we get to it. So yeah, I'll definitely start season 1 again and definitely give it another shot. I feel like I'd be more into it now. Like I said I said it before in I think season 3, but I feel like I'm more open-minded to more serious tone shows than I was back then. Like back then I just wanted to do like Teen Wolf and Pretty Little Liars and have a good laugh, and I still like to do that with like One Tree Hill and stuff, but I feel like the originals are definitely something I'd be more willing to do than I was back then, because You know, like I said, I did one episode every like 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't really stick to my schedule with it, and it just kind of fell apart. I was like, I'm just done with this. But yeah, I'm excited to give it another chance. This was a really good episode, though. Kind of got the backstory on the originals. Like I said, I think it would have been nice to have a bit more detail on certain things, and maybe they'll go into more detail later on in the show. But for a 40-minute episode, it didn't need to do the whole episode in a flashback. So I'm glad we kind of did kind of get through a bit. It's just little bits like, oh, wait, what? So yeah, it's like little bits like, yeah, just got the ring, so we figured that problem out. It's just like, okay, cool. But we've seen the process of witches creating the rings before, I guess. I think in season 1. Oh no, it would have been season 2 when Caroline needed the ring. Yeah, so I guess we have seen that process already. I don't know. Maybe it was fairly paced. Maybe I wanted a bit more detail. But we could get that maybe even in the original show or something. Damon and Stefan going together to have an episode together. I feel like these two haven't had an episode together in so long. Granted, season 3 has been with Klaus the entire time, so there's that. But yeah, it's good to have those two have an episode together, and it actually progressed the story forward as well. Like, Michael coming into it, almost killing Damon, that being the thing that kind of... It didn't bring Stefan out of the compulsion or turning on his emotions or anything like that, but it just showed that there is still something there. And again, we knew that because, I guess him calling Elena and stuff was before Klaus told him to turn off his emotions, so we won't include that, but there were little things like that leading up to that. And then, yeah, now... Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Again, I'll be kind of sad. Not sad, but I like where Stefan is at as a character at the moment. So, is at as a character at the moment. Jesus, that was a big sentence, Joe. But you know, you can't have him like this forever. So I do get it. But I think 8 episodes, let's say mid-season finale, is probably where they get him back to how he was. So we have a few more episodes of it, maybe. And who's to say he doesn't go back to rip Stefan at some point in the show anyway? There are like, 8 seasons? So, yeah, and then Elena kind of talking to Rebecca. I like that it was Rebecca kind of telling this backstory. I do miss Elijah. Hopefully he comes back into it soon. There wasn't anything I didn't like about the episode. Like I said, I would have wanted a bit more with the backstory, but I don't see it as a negative because I still think it was like fairly paced anyway. It wasn't on the level of episode 5, but for what this episode was going for, which was to give some backstory to the originals, show that Stefan still has something there, and even had a bit of chemistry between Elena and Damon, I'll admit, in that final scene. So I'm feeling let's go 8 out of 10 for this episode. I think it's a really, really strong one. And this season is smashing it. Most people saying season 3 is their favourite season. I can completely see why, to be fair. If it continues like this or gets even better, then I'm going to be very, very impressed. So 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know you thought the episode down below in the comments. And if you do want the early and uncut reactions to the Vampire Diaries, then link to the Patreon page will be in the description and one of the comments down below. And I'll see you next time for episode 9. Until then, take care. Peace.